Contestant number 5, Zurainah Tahir. My pride and joy.
Good afternoon, distinguished Toastmasters and guests. I'm Ina Tahir from AT and Eagle Star, and I'm a mother of 4. When you're single, people will ask you, when will you get married? And when we had one child, they will ask, when are you going to have a second child? I'm one of the lucky ones, as I was not approached any of these questions when I was in my 20s. Fast forward to my age now in my 40s, the most frequent question that I will get now is, how many children do I have? When I replied 4, the answer I would get is, wow, you're so productive. Then they will start to ask me a question, how old are your children? I have 3 daughters and 1 son. And people assume that, oh, I think the 4th child will be a son. That's why you keep on trying until you have 4 children. And my answer is no. My son is the second child. People ask me, why is there a big gap among my children? My first daughter and my second daughter has a 10-year gap, and my first daughter and third daughter have a 17-year gap. Someone was bold enough to ask me whether I remarried because of the gap of my children. My answer to him was, fortunately or unfortunately, it is the same husband. When people ask me, why do I have 4 children and why is the age gap so far, I do not have an answer to that. Maybe a 10-year-old child will be able to answer it because of how the human autonomy works. What kind of question is that? There is only one activity that can make this happen. Don't all these people know that I'm just being a responsible citizen? Children bring joy to the family. To support couples in the decision to have more children, the Singapore government has introduced the baby bonus scheme as well as a marriage and parenthood package to help lighten the financial cost of raising children. After having children, I realized that the word privacy does not exist in my dictionary. They knock on the toilet door when I'm in the toilet. They choose to ask me questions when I'm taking my shower. When they were much younger, they cried when I was in the toilet as if there is a secret exit door. The word privacy also does not exist in my dictionary. When we went for house visiting, my auntie offered for my youngest daughter to have a meal. She said, no, thanks. My mom can cook instant noodles, and she has lots of instant noodles of various flavor. And true enough, everyone knows I can't cook because at that point of time, I was staying in with my parents. My third daughter, Arisa, was born in 2007, and I randomly wrote on my Facebook wall that if I had another daughter, I would call her Marisa. It was just a remark, but 5 years later, I had another daughter called Marisa. I deactivated my Facebook after that. Another aunt was commenting how cute Marisa was in her leopard print onesie. Arisa, when she was 3 years old, honestly informed everyone that my mom have a set of leopard print innerwear. There goes my bedroom secret. Even though I have 4 children coming from the same factory, I mean the same set of parents, I can vouch that each of my child have different personalities. I'm an extrovert person, but my first and third child are introverts. My 4th child is an exact replica of me, and she's an extrovert person. My children makes me stronger. They are the motivation for me to be a better person. Just a week ago, my daughter wanted to do a tandem flying fox. It is a 450 zip line over the jungle, beach, and sea. I had a fear of heights, but I have to accompany my daughter as we went up to the treetop with the harness secured. She decided she wanted to do solo. My heart was in my mouth. I wanted to scream, but after I decided to scream, I realized that I have reached my destination. Thanks to my daughter Arisa, I managed to overcome my fear of heights. I'm a better person now, trying to come out of my comfort zone, just like joining this contest for the first time and taking part in a humorous speech contest. I never thought that I'm a funny person. Despite all this and having 4 children to keep on my toes, I still have my me time to keep my sanity intact. I go for my job, listen to my AirPod and on my favorite songs. As much as I love my children, I still need my me time to keep my sanity intact. Each child of mine is different, but I still love them the same. Mom takes on the most relentless and challenging work every single day. The responsibility is immense and the stakes are high. Children learn from what you are than what you teach. A child first mother, a child first teacher is her mother. Trust me, because I am a mom of 4. I would like to share a quote by Rachel Martin. A real mom, emotional yet the rock, tired but keeps going, worried but full of hope, impatient yet patient, overwhelmed but never quits, amazing even though doubted, wonderful even in the chaos. Life changes every single day. To close this off, I'd like to share something crazy which I've done. In 2019, my 2 children didn't know what to do after they have graduated from poly. So I made them promise, I will take a diploma course in 1.5 years. Once I graduate, please take your degree program. Because if I'm a mother and a career woman can do it, so can you. So in 2020, 3 of us, I think I can see it, 3 of us graduated together. And they have no excuses not to take their degree in 2021. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Zurainah. The last contestant has spoken.